Now, there were 4 heats. It was the first 2 teams in each heat to go through to the final the following day. Cut a long story short, we won our heat. Fastest qualifiers, job done. That evening, we're back at the hotel, 6 of us sitting down, having our evening meal, talking about what went on the track earlier on in the day, talking about, of course, the Americans have qualified, and they had 2 reserves in as well, and they've made it into the final. We know they're going to bring 2 big guns in. The Germans, surprisingly, had been knocked out. The Kenyans, surprisingly, had made it into the final. The French had been knocked out. We were just happy. Sorry if there's any French in here. So we're just having general conversations about what happened in the heat. Halfway through that conversation in our meal, team manager and team coach came up to our table. And they basically gave us all the information we needed. They told us the final was the following day at 8 p.m. We'd been given lane number 3. And the 4 guys in the final was me on the first leg, Akabusi on the second leg, Big John Regis will now come in and run the 3rd leg, and Roger Black would run the 4th leg. And to be honest with you, there was no surprise that. We knew the 4 guys in the final was going to be me, Chris, John and Roger. Why? We're the 4 fastest in Great Britain over 400 metres. It's the World Championship final. You're going to field your best team. We also knew the order was going to be me to Chris to John to Roger. We'd been in the room about 45 minutes. There's a knock at the door. I go to the door, Roger and Chris. I said, "What's up, guys?" Roger said, "We need to have a conversation with you." So they came into the room, sit down. John meets the TV, says, "What's going on?" I said, "I don't know. These boys want to talk to us." So, "What's going on, boys?" And Roger starts a conversation. He says, "Chris and I have been speaking, and we've been having a bit of a conversation, and I just said to Chris, we cannot continue this conversation without speaking to Derek and John. So here we are." Okay, so what's going on? So Roger goes, "Chris, tell them what you told me." So Chris says, "Listen, guys, Roger and I have been talking, and personally, I think we need to change the order of the relay." Now, the first thought that went through my head was, he's going to turn around and say, "Let's put Derek back on the last leg. Let's put Roger back on the first leg, and let's do what we always do and expect a completely different result." But he didn't. He actually suggested that he was the man to run the last leg. And that sparked a conversation. I'm not going to bore you with the conversation, but it ended up us coming up with a new order. So the original order was me to Chris to John to Roger. The new order is Roger to me to John to Chris. The only person running on the leg that the team management has suggested is John on the 3rd leg. So we decided to go and see the 2 reserves. We've gone through the whole situation with them. They thought it was a great idea. We then decided that originally the decision was, we'll go to bed, sleep on it, get up in the morning, tell the team management, get them to change the order, and away we go. Akabusi says, "Not a chance in hell. I'm never going to sleep unless we go and do it now." "Chris, it's nearly midnight. I don't care. Let's go and see him now." So the first person we went to was the team manager. Went to him, explained the situation. He was great. His attitude was, if you think this is going to give you the best chance of winning the gold, you've got my blessing. But it's not me you've got to convince. You've got to convince the coach. So I would suggest in the morning, you speak to him. "I don't want to wait till the morning," says Akabusi. "Get him up here now." 12:30, 1:15, coach comes up. We explain the whole situation again. And the coach's attitude was, "That's not a bad idea, boys. We'll try that at the Olympics next year." And we said, "Sorry?" He said, "We'll try it at the Olympics next year." No. We're not talking about the Olympics next year. We're talking about the World Championship final tomorrow. Correction, later on tonight. "Guys, we can't do that." "Now, listen, guys, that's not the right thing to do." "Why not?" "No, I don't think we should do that." "Yes, we should." "No, we shouldn't." "Yes, we should." And I'm going to use the word discussion broke out between us and our coach. And at one point, he was going, "Guys, what are you talking about? You guys are crazy. What are you talking about?" And we just said, this is going to give us the best chance of a medal. And then Roger pretty much lost it. And he just stood up and he said, "Listen, Frank, we're going to run this damn order whether you like it or not. Because what are you going to do about it? Look at you, look at us. What are you going to do? Manhandle us into position? Take the baton out of one athlete's hands, put it in another and kick us around the track? No, I don't think so. So we're running this damn order, okay?" And even us, the 5 of us, are looking at Roger like this. "We're going to bed, we'll catch you guys in the morning." And we're just leaving the team manager's room, and our coach of the relay team gave his best ever motivational talk. He said, "But just listen, guys, just remember one thing." And we said, "What's that?" And he said, "On your heads be it."